Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because like, you know, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck or whatever like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like, that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number, and like, he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it was little signs that I didn't like. Like, if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like, I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he was on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like, that right there was like, you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like, chill out. But I let him slide. So we planned to see each other or whatever like this, like, whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right? And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where, like, he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like, whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend from my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that, because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text, and like, he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse, or he don't FaceTime back. So, bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone. Before you really couldn't, like, he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me. He was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk, and I'm like, you know, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like, you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you could still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm supposed to land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight, or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Signa or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called, and like, everything was booked the fuck up. Like, literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when the mishap come in, because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we got to go stay somewhere else, which is cool, because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like, you can pay for the room. I'm going to fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. So we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land, and I'm like, You really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So, when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter. Stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you. And you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel, y'all. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like, at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy. So, me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like, I mean, rich niggas, like that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not gonna say who the fuck he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day. And niggas with money ain't complaining. They not doing all that. Like, I'm telling you, they not doing all that. Like, when you come see them, they have everything into play, everything booked, bitch, your itinerary set up, all that. Like, it ain't making sense. So to me, his life is just cat. And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything like that. Like, he not in the mall blowing no money. Like, he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like, he really don't be doing nothing. Like, he might go skate or something, but like, other than that, like, that nigga don't be really doing shit like with the money he's supposed to have. Like, he got all this motion. You would think he'd be tripping, like something. Like, nah, he not doing none of that. So to me personally, the life is cat. And I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like, I flew here to see you and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. Nigga, you never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue. And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have said the fuck home. I'm not that pressed to see no nigga. Like, bitch, you know, I get niggas. Like, what? Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was gonna do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, because bitches do that. Like, bitches that know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh yeah, you not I'm gonna stick him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like, I don't live down the street. I live in another state. I flew there.
All right, look, this is gonna be called the part one of, if you're gonna tell the story, then tell the full truth, you feel me? This part one though. So look, right, let me get this like straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN, you know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old, you know? But check this out, I'm not from Atlanta at all, you feel me? I live in Atlanta now, I'm from Iraq, you feel me? But all this, like, okay, well, we gonna start off with the whole, he flew me out type thing, you know? I never flew out. So this whole, oh yeah, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap, you know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight, you feel me? None of that, you get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to, like, to work it as far as, in, like, if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it, though.
So he comes out with these text messages, and it don't make her look good at all. It really don't. It says, you right, I hate small talk. Let me know when you in Atlanta. Okay? I don't know what they're saying back and forth, but she told everybody that he paid for the flight. He's showing receipts that he did not pay for the flight. She paid for her own flight. And my thing is, why come on this internet and lie? Just say you paid for the flight, because you knew that was it. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of the stuff that she said out of her mouth came off as desperate. And this goes to show you what men be talking about with these women. There's a lot of women who try to pretend like, I this, I'm the baddest, I'm the da. And I'm not saying she does. Well, actually, she just got through saying, well, I could give me a ninja. I could give me a ninja. You sending pictures of throat spray. Child, I learned about throat spray last year on the live, and I had no idea what it was or what it was for. I didn't even know it was a thing. Okay, I thought it was for sore throats too. So I guess I'm out the loop. And she sent him a pic of this, like she's offering herself already. Like she already know. And they always say it's the thing where you get flued out, and when you get flued out, you're expected to do, but you flying yourself out. So I don't know, all these hints of I gotta get my daughter and you making explanations, I just wouldn't be so quick. But this is what people don't talk about. Is he wrong in this situation? Yes. He's young too, though. He's 25. He's young and dumb. She's 31 with 3 kids. This is what we need to start talking about. The choices that we make. Y'all could go ahead and pause and read if y'all want to. The text messages is wild. They're really wild. But when a man has a certain amount of money, there are a lot of women who will give him any and everything just because he got cash. I don't know why some women have that mindset, but the ones that do, y'all need to relax. I didn't know how I fell into 304 talk, but her along with the other women, as long as you got money, they busting it wide open, laying it low and spreading it wide. And it just gets messier. This is just the beginning of the mess. More people enters the chat. Look at this.
I ain't gonna lie, like, you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some shit like what for it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that. Like, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all. You get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages. You get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel, or we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what made me even get into this whole you did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leaving at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, Will, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm gonna give you all the signs what for this. All right, Will, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand, I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself, you know what I'm saying, my daughter mama and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids, whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me, it ain't none of that going on, then off rip, you, like, you feel me, you should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger, I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty, like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty, you know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right, okay, she get her. Now, she get her, she knew on the plane, like, oh yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, okay, well, what you finna do as far as in like hotel wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like GT, you know what I'm saying? But like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because it's something I gotta let you know I got my daughter. If a nigga telling you like, okay, well, he got his daughter and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be here with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool, long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight, you feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She was mad or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford, whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already damn near 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You got to have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that. You feel me? Cool. Now, she get all that shit done or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some, like, selfish shit. Like, on some, like, she thought I was going to put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh, yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now, look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure, like, she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But, like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah, are you okay? You know, on some, like, checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh, yeah, I have found a room. You know, none, like, everything was regular for real. Now, the shit really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point what it is. She got to text me all, like, extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and, like, numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh, yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna, like, blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck? This lady throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never, ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you get what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in, like, sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some, like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to me. Like, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half for real. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know? I don't know if that like rubbed her the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like, this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like she not the, like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard type shit. So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn, you not getting the memo. Like I shouldn't have to say like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So like that was throwing me off though that she didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation went like blank. She texted me that Friday like, hey love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh, I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm good, but I was dull as hell with her. You feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all that shit. I gotta post all that shit.
Let me start by saying them screenshots did nothing. Okay? Let's make that clear. Because all that is the aftermath of me basically expressing how I feel, which I don't think is wrong or whatever. Because what he did was fucked up. That's basically just me just telling him, like, okay, that shit got me upset. It bothered me. Like, but who wouldn't be bothered by that if somebody brought you somewhere to see them and that happened? Tell that nigga to post them screenshots or whatever. When he told me, I said, do you still want me to come? And he said, yeah, or whatever. And how he gonna have a sitter and etc. Tell that nigga to post that, because he ain't post that. He ain't post them. Tell that nigga to post that shit about the hotel, because he ain't post that neither. He posted some end of shit. Like, be for real. Come on. Trying to make it seem as though, oh, I was just trying to come between you and your daughter, babe. That's not true. What are you talking about? Like, but I'm gonna ask someone on this video.
Hey, shit, you come down, I'm down for whatever. Like, it really don't matter for real, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on, like, the day you come for real, you know? Because, shit, you gotta also think about if you come during the week, I mean, I always go to a little lounge or some shit like that for real. But if you come on the weekend, most of the time, everything got shit to do with sections that you gotta reserve. I mean, but if you just, like, want to do, like, some little fun, chill shit or bowling or a place to go eat or something, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, like, then that's cool too. Like, I'm really down for whatever. Clear glasses, you weren't even able to see my face. When you answered the phone and I seen your face, I for sure, like, I'm in my head thinking like, this is a prank or something. Like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be playing. But like, she not like I just said, everybody beautiful in their own ways, man. And I knew it was like one big old like clout thing when she came texting me on Instagram like, oh yeah, ooh, yeah, make your post, keep doing, I need 10K on TikTok, ooh, like just making it a clout thing for her. So I'm in my head like, you trying to publicly embarrass me in front of all these people in the world for 10K, like TikTok followers. Lady, you out of your mind. Cause now I'm gonna tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell nothing but the truth, that's it, you know what I'm saying? I lie to anybody else. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to like make myself look good. I'm not gonna lie on nobody to make them look bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell the truth. That's all. Then she killed me like, oh yeah, I posted a whole rap video with those type of cameras or something like that. Those can't be edited or nothing. And I'm just like, for you to be 31 years old, 3 kids, single mom, you too cool, like you too worried about a nigga, a rapper, or a scam, or like you too worried about that, like you too coked up on that. So I was already knowing what was going on, you feel me? Like, even she said it out of her own mouth. After we got on FaceTime, his whole energy changed, everything changed. Yeah, it did. For sure it did. Cause it's like, all right, well, how I just say, okay, well, this ain't it. You feel me? Who energy ain't gonna change after they see you on FaceTime for the first time and you go back to the pictures and the tab thing, you looking like, nah, that ain't right. Yeah, I entertained her enough though. I ain't even like, I'm not even gonna feed into her no more, none of that. I got TikTok now, let's just look at it like that. What killed me was the spray though. Cause then she sent a spray, she like, did you get the picture? And I'm like, yeah, I got the picture, but like, I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the picture? What that's supposed to mean? So then I'm in my head, like, you know, when you seeing stuff like that, you in your head like, okay, well, she did just tell me she ain't had no coat, and it was just cold outside. So I'm in my head like, okay, well, she got a sore throat then. Like, you know, that's the only reason why I think you got some spray like that or something. She got a sore throat. You ain't just had no coat on at nighttime. She got a sore throat, duh. She say something totally Hold on. That's what you got that for? But man, that killed me. That I mean, not you know what I'm saying? That took me away for real. I was blown away. You see the message? I said, oh yeah, I ain't never had nothing like that before. I ain't, you know, that's new. Look here, I ain't never in my life heard of nothing like that before. I'm talking about never. And I'm just in my head thinking like, I'm so happy I want my first man off, like not having sex with her, none of this. Cause I feel like this could have been like some, like this story could have been going a whole nother way for real. I don't know if she still would have made a story time or not. But like that just would have been like crazy to me for real. I'm just happy I avoided it. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't one of them type of guys with what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thirsty and hop on it. Cause you know, I could flirt with you all day. But when it's time for showtime, if I ain't really sending for you for real, it ain't happening. Like, it ain't happening at all. Yeah, nah, that took my breath away for sure.
The girls was clocking his colorism and look, he's a fucking colorist. He's a fucking colorist. Now that his baby mom has come out, and we see what she looked like, and the girl that he actually spent Valentine's Day with, she came out, and we see what she looks like, and the way, this is how I clock his colorism tea. This is how. I know y'all didn't ask for my opinion, but I don't care because bitch you need it. I clock his colorism tea when he was talking about her looks, and he was like, oh, I'm not saying she's ugly, but she don't look like her Instagram pictures. She looks slightly off from her pictures because she puts a filter on, but it's not heavily filtered. Like, she damn near looks the same. But it's like, I question, I'm like, why does a dark-skinned black woman have to be a pure image of perfection? Why does she have to be perfect head to toe? Granted, she is thirsty and all that shit and threw him up. I get that. But when it comes to him talking about her looks, like the words he was saying, I'm like, why did it throw you off? Like, why does her looks throw you off? She looks the exact same. I feel like he kind of felt like, damn, I knew she was dark, but I didn't think she was that dark type shit. Like, you can be dark skinned, but don't be dark skinned with a big nose, or don't be dark skinned with really prominent African features. Don't do that. Then that's the problem. And y'all probably like, oh, he's dark skinned, so he can't be colors. Bitch, those be the main ones. Those be the main perpetrators. Niggas that look just like me and darker. You know it's ruining colorism because everybody uses filter. His baby mama got a filter on right now. What's the fucking difference? What's the fucking difference? Huh? I mean, maybe the difference is she wasn't trying to eat his butt. But you know what? We ain't talking about the ass eating. We talking about the fucking look. Something ain't right.
Let me just say this. Clout is really one hell of a drug, right? Because check this out. Now, regardless if I told a motherfucker, oh yeah, I was with my daughter and all that, you know what I'm saying? That still don't change the fact that I wasn't trying to get next to you feel me? Like, so if I made that up, if I made an excuse up on some like, you feel me? I was with my daughter, that's me implying I still don't even want to get next to you, right? But check this out. This was like, the whole clout shit is just one hell of a drug, you know what I'm saying? Because look, if I'm fucking with you, that's cool and all, like, you feel me? But it's the same exact thing, gang. In reality, I'm really ain't committed to none of y'all. I can have fun with everybody, you get what I'm saying? But like, this what a problem come in at though, you feel me? This what a problem come in at. You see all this shit on the internet, right? You see all this shit on the internet. You see how all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then the shit die down though, the shit die down. And you get on the, oh yeah, he was with me. Okay, come on.
Ho, where you see that at, ho? Hold on. That's tea for me.
31 with 3 kids and eager to book a flight. Yo, cuz I'm watching all these videos and it's just like, what is going on? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would've did the same shit though. She's too eager. Like, numbing spray and the little thing? He talking about you got a sore throat? Cuz he was like, hit me when you're in my city. I don't wanna talk. She booked the flight that weekend. Then and there, I'm like, whoa. Then she talking about eating buns. Fuck is she talking about? She talking about, I was just asking the question. I did it one time. Face ass. And at first, I was feeling kind of bad. Because I'm just like, damn, maybe old dude probably just goes to her and she's sick, like she just bought a whole flight. But it's like, she's too quick. She got a Quick Step Hall of Fame, like, god damn. Then she talking about, I got a better scammer, boss man dealer. It's over.
Gotti Boyant is a Chicago man who moved to Atlanta. And if that wasn't enough red flag for you, if a Chicago man like you, he's going to FaceTime you. Soon, if he really want to talk to you, you're not going to make it no day before he FaceTime you. If a Chicago man is texting you and writing you on Instagram, he bored. If a Chicago man don't buy your flight, because they love to do that if they like you, he don't like you, he don't want to be with you, he don't want to talk to you. If he say he have his daughter and it's the weekend, he do not like you, he do not want to talk to you. They're not going to tell you nothing straightforward. They're going to waste your time and then call you a goofy for not knowing they waste your time.
Pay attention. I promise you, you can't make this shit up. So let me get this straight. You're 31 years old. You flew to a completely different city. You paid for your own flight. You took time off away from work, time away from your kids, and you end up having to pay for your own hotel at 31 years old. For a nigga that scams. And because he looked like he had motion on the gram, you knew nothing about him truly, just what you saw on the gram, and you said to yourself, you looked yourself in the mirror and said, this is a good idea. Houston, we've lost all touch and communication with dignity, self-respect, decency, understanding, and reason. Them kids don't deserve that. Why the fuck would one fully grown individual, adult, think, hey, I'm gonna go to a completely different city where I don't know nobody just to fuck on this young nigga because he looked like he scams on the gram. The most unique part about this shit is that you thought he was pressed. So you took the liberty of sending him a picture of fucking throat spray and breath mints. Or whatever the fuck that shit is. To insinuate that you were going to do sexual favors and gestures to him. Just for him to tell you, I don't know what that means. But it's cool though, you can keep it, sweetheart. You can keep it. You sat on this internet and told your story just for him to come out with receipts. Then you try to throw in a little flag that said, oh, like, I really get niggas and, you know, one of y'all favorite rappers, just for the young man to expose and say, oh, it's been Boss Man D-Lo. When are we gonna start understanding that just because you get fucked by a rapper doesn't mean that's your level? Boss Man D-Lo don't claim you. You ain't in no pictures and no videos. He ain't make no songs about you. The level of delusion is insane. To be a full-grown 31-year-old human, just in general. And to make decisions like this is diabolical, atrocious, unworthy, disappointing. You know what? You deserve the worst.
And for the girls that keep saying, why didn't he just say he didn't want her to come? Why didn't he just say he wasn't interested after the FaceTime call? I need y'all to get smart. I need y'all to be smart. I need y'all to start using this up here. Because let's be for real, we're talking about a YN here, and not even just a YN. We're talking about an N. If a dude come across an opportunity to crack, you think he's not gonna take it? She started off hella thirsty. Told this man all she need was 24 to 48 hours with him. Spent her own money to book her own tickets. And then after he said he was gonna be with his daughter, still proceeded to go. Spent her own money to book her own hotel. Sent this man a photo of throat spray. Proceeded to tell him that she a Ninja Bunny Buns before. And she thought he was gonna give a fuck about how she felt. The signs are there, baby girls. They're there. They're always there. This man didn't have to spend a dime. So of course he's gonna crack. He's gonna want that opportunity to crack. You gave him the go to crack. Why would you think he would give a damn about your feelings or hurting your feelings or doing anything that was out of the ordinary than what a fuck ninja do? Why would you think differently? You already showed your cards. And that's what he's going off on. And this man done said that. He over there on his Instagram and his TikTok talking about some, if I would have pulled up to the hotel and I would have cracked, it would have never been a story time. He not lying. He's saying everything. Basically, you can't get a clue, Blue. It's there. At this point, it's not okay. It's not okay. But it is what it is. If you messing with these type of ninjas, this is what's gonna happen. Baby, we are in our 30s at this point. You done been through enough dudes to understand how they move. The text messages, the proof, the nothing. That man only commented on photos of you with your ass out on DMs. So that's telling you he just want to crack. That's why I need to help my sisters. That's why y'all need to follow in this content I'm about to put out. Because we could literally have
a motherfucker graveling at our feet. It's not hard. It's really not. It's not hard. But it just take a little bit of self-respect. Just a little bit. I know these motherfuckers be laughing in their group messages. Like, these are dumb as like, hello?
I said, what's all that internet shit? Because you playing right in my face, basically. Just sum it up. I said that. This is what he said.
Bro, this my whole thing. For 110% fact, you know for a fact I was with you.
Who voiced
You
that?
know what I'm saying? Like, what the...
Who voiced that? Come on now. So it's like, what is you getting at? Like, what's your point? I understand she said what she said on the internet, but at the end of the day, if that would have been me, which it could have been me, it could have very much been me, like, and I was thinking that on the way down there, like, damn, what the fuck is it? What if this some weird ass shit? Like, what if this some weird ass shit? Like, I really feel bad for that girl because she just wasted all her time and her energy, like,
TikTok stories and all this.
My whole point exactly. Like, that's the whole point that I'm trying to get you to come across. You said, but if you didn't have your daughter, I would have stayed at your house. So be for real. Duh. Like, I'm hate that. You know what I'm saying? I said the reason as to why you was getting a hotel is because I had my daughter.
I said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
and this is all I'm gonna show. Like, somebody come and said they seen us at Cascade. We was at Cascade the night before I left, before I got on my flight. Very true. And this is all I'm gonna show. Well, I mean, I got shit, but I ain't about to be doing that.
Sometimes I gotta be trying to get
This is Friday. It says Friday at 11:50 p.m.
He just got his ass treated.
And this is all I'm gonna show. Like, somebody come and said they seen us at Cascade. We was at Cascade the night before I left, before I got on my flight. Very true. And this is all I'm gonna show. Well, I mean, I got shit, but I ain't about to be doing that.
Sometimes I gotta be trying to get
This is Friday. It says Friday at 11:50 p.m.
He just got his ass treated.
Y'all owe that girl an apology. Y'all owe her a fucking apology. Because look, the man said he didn't link her because he has a daughter and because she's a catfish or whatever. But somebody else just came to the chat. They just entered the chat, y'all. Come to find out, oh boy was with her this week. He was with her this week. That's why he didn't link her. So it seems to me that he wanted to link dark skin shorty until he found out that light skin shorty was coming. So now he had to think of something quick. So he hit light skin shorty too with the, oh, my daughter coming to see me, because he probably wasn't sure, like, damn, dark skin shorty coming, so I don't know what to do. He started seeing dark skin shorty a little too thirsty. So, you know, niggas from Chicago, they gonna think twice, like, hold on, she trying to lie me? So then he had to, like, put the brakes on that, like, hold on, I want light skin shorty to come, because she not even pressed. She not even fiending. Let me text her and tell her to come for Valentine's Day. At this point, y'all, we gonna need the daughter's point of view. Like, I want to know if he even had a daughter. At this point, that man loves sending voice notes, because that's what call him. Like, we know your voice, Papa. You can't hide, Papa.
Let me use this comment to address a couple. This is how I feel. I feel like the only reason why everybody was going so hard was because the guy was actually cute. If he was ugly, I would have been on her side. No, I'm not saying apologize to her because she flew herself out there and still didn't get linked. I'm saying apologize to her because you guys were ridiculing her, acting like it was a one-sided thing. Like, he did not want to see her at all. Yeah, at the end, he flipped it around. So they're both liars, actually, because she lied about a couple things she left out in the story, and he lied about the whole story. But because he's cute, y'all gonna go be on his side. Because he sound like King Von, like, y'all just so attracted to the accent. Like, I seen all the comments. I think I want to say, oh, this is how black people think. No, if it was up to me, I would have took that to the grave. I would have not said anything about that. Especially if I paid my own flight and paid my own hotel. But what we not gonna do is sit here and act like none of us been thirsty before, none of us double text a nigga before, none of us been stood up before. Like, y'all get stood up in your own borough. I get it. She flew herself out. She should have never done that. She should have never done that. She was looking for a quick come up, and it backfired on her. But him lying about being with his daughter or whoever he was with, whatever, and he made it so much about his daughter. Like, he stressed that. Like, it was the biggest part of the story was he thought that basically she should come before his daughter. So he was making it seem like, I'm with my daughter. Like, that's it. Whole time he wasn't. But it's like, it's whatever. You single, you could do whatever you want. But you should have just been up forward. Nobody's saying the real thing. Nobody's saying that he should have just been straightforward. I don't see nobody commenting. He should have just said, don't come. Because that would have been very simple. After you say don't come and she still decides to come, then there's nothing else you can do.
Now this woman is claiming that she's this man's baby mama and he don't take care of his kids. Oh, well, his kid. So he responded talking about he don't play that and he got proof, and I don't even know if this is his baby mama for real. She said she was gonna go live. I think it's getting messier to the point where, like, I just seen one chick that just was on TikTok, not this chick, just another chick who was on TikTok, and she was like, well, now I get to tell my story. And the way she looked, to a lot of people, they felt like he wasn't even her type because she didn't have this like baddie look. She just had like some braids that looked like it was almost time for a redo, and she just had a ponytail and some glasses on, so she didn't have the whole aesthetic of makeup and all that stuff. And they was just all in the comments like, girl, please, you're not his type, which turned out to be true because he never had a girlfriend. She was just saying stuff for clout, so she got embarrassed on that end. I just think people need to relax and be quiet at this point. But this is all a mess. And even with this chick here, you go down her videos, these women are proud of the bodies they catch. And it's cute when you young. It's cute when you young, I guess. When you get old and you hit the wall and you done spent that on BBLs and catching bodies, and I don't get it, honey. But yeah, they out here balling out of control with this mess. So it's going to be more stuff to come out. Now the girls are fighting. One is going after another for laughing at another. Another chick is talking about he buys stuff for them, her, not them, because they're not special enough. So it's more to this mess. If y'all want a part 2, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want a part 2, because it's so much more to this drama. They're still waiting for her to post receipts of proof that she even is the baby mama. So we ain't gonna put too much into that until we see proof. And my thing over this whole situation with these women going to these situations with these men knowing, didn't she say he's a scammer? Like, he get money by scamming. Like, if he gonna scam people by getting money, what you mean? What makes you think he ain't gonna scam you? One, and two, it's like that video clip that I posted on my previous videos. Y'all have to go way down the timeline. It was men asking women, do you want to be with a scammer or a 9-to-5 or a doctor? And they was like, no, I need a scammer, I need that money, and and it's like, yeah, society, we got to change that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap all of this up. And I have one more clip I got to show you. And like I said, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want a part 2. And I will have one for you. I'm out.
I honestly feel like people need to go back to keeping secrets, because there's no way that girl should have got online and told that story about going to fly out to see that boy. This is a 30-something-year-old lady with 3 kids, and she got online and said story time about how I flew out to see somebody. Or no. How somebody flew me out to see them. I thought they had money and they didn't. Whole time this lady had flown her own self out to see this man, had basically chased him down. I'm talking about blowing his DM, his text messages down about seeing him. I don't know if she feel like he was never gonna get wind of her story time or what, but the boy, he did. He was going in about it on his Instagram. Now he done made a TikTok page. His TikTok page is jumping, and he's posting the real receipts. I'm not gonna get too deep into the story. You gotta go watch it yourself, her part and his part, but I just feel like it's very common And of course, I don't know this lady, so I can't say this is something that she does, but a lot of women will do this. They'll go through the men their age that got money. Once they get washed, now they trying to go to the younger guys. And he peeped. He peeped. That's all it was. You was too thirsty. You was coming on too strong. And he wasn't going for it. Then you got mad and came to the internet about it, and he cleared you. It's embarrassing. That's why I say, keep your mouth closed. Nobody would have knew. I don't think he was ever going to tell the story. Now the whole internet is on your top. You did it to yourself.
We in a no hyena zone. Airtime.